Hi everyone, we're back with more FXR, the brand new league on F1 2020 for Xbox One. And today then we've got the 5th round of the season, the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Obviously this track returning to the calendar for 2020, and this will be the first ever league race that we've done at this track. We're heading straight into Q3 because there is a lot to pack into this one, as you're going to see coming up now. So here is then our best lap from Q3. Obviously we made it through to a session then, and it actually started off dry, this qualifying session, but then by the time Q3 came around the rain had started. There's also again in the race some mixed conditions. It was forecast to be mostly a dry race, but then with some rain right at the end, so we'll see how that plays into our hands. We've done well in the wet so far this season. We've won both of the wet races that there's been so far, so hopefully that form can continue here if it does indeed keep on raining. We're on a pretty good lap here. I made a little bit of a mistake there into the chicane there of turns 11 and 12, but I think we're still on course here for a good lap time then. Original pole lap is 19.1 by Pyro there. I think we're looking good to beat that then, as we run now then to the line, and we do take pole by over half a second there, an 18.6, and well, that was something I was very happy about then. We were on pole position. Obviously it's a very hard track to overtake as well, so obviously it does play a big part here, taking pole. So you get Pyro as second, Olwell someone's third, Pierre fourth, Psycho Swish in fifth place there. So yeah, I don't think there are any like big name casualties in any of the qualifying sessions from what I remember, but nonetheless then we're heading into the race, and you can see there's rain forecast for right at the end. We went through Q2 on the medium tyres, so we're going to use those at the start, and that should, well, they should last us comfortably then to do a one stop here. As we now line up then on the grid for what we're going to see is actually the first start, or what should have been the first start, because yeah, this wasn't quite how things played out here then, as yeah, we're on the grid and we're just stuck on waiting for players. Yeah, we were here for about 2 or 3 minutes, and just the race just never got going. So yeah, we just sat here just waiting for the lights, and they never came on. So yeah, had to restart the whole thing again. This was round 2 now then, and yeah, we got lights coming on now then, and we are underway then, and we get a pretty good start here then, taking the lead quite comfortably towards turn 1. Something that was actually different was that the weather has changed to be fully dry, so if we would have had a well an advantage at the wet at the end, that's now gone. But nonetheless then we see Pyro actually spins out there from second place. That gives us a nice margin then by the end of lap 2, so we're going quite well here then. As we come out onto the pit straight, and there's actually another incident behind, because someone has lost it out of the final corner. He's collected SLR Smith, and he's out of the race, so is Smith. They've also collected Getziger. The safety car is out, and there's more cars pulling in. Kev's out, Ched's out, and yeah, that prompted another restart then with 5 cars out. Personally, I wasn't super happy about that one. I mean, like personally, I think, you know, if you get caught up in that, it's just bad luck, and you know, there's yellow flags and a track map for a reason. But you know, it's not up to me, I guess. So yeah, that's just how I think about it, and I'd think the same if I'd been collected in it as well. But yeah, we're seeing and what exactly happened. We didn't get all the views unfortunately, but we see there, someone lost it, and here's SLR Smith then, a completely innocent victim there, getting completely wiped out. But yeah, he'll have another bite of the cherry now then, because here is finally then the proper race on the 3rd attempt. The lights are on now, and we are away then, and it isn't as great a start as we had on the last one, and Pyro's got a much better run this time then. We're going to go defensive if we can. We break as late as we can for turn 1. It looks like we've just about done enough here then to maintain our lead. There's been another incident behind, but everyone, it looks like, has kept going as we maintain our lead then through these first few corners, and that was actually crucial there then. And we also see that someone has moved up to second place there then, starting on the soft tyres there, I think. Well, I know he's on the mediums, never mind. I think most of us were on the mediums here then. As yeah, through turn 1 then we see a bit of an incident there. There was a Haas spinning one of the racing points went off the track at the back there, so yeah, all a bit of a mess there in the midfield. And we saw there, oh well, someone went around the outside of Pyro in turn 2 there, but he'd actually dropped back down to 4th place and by a few laps later, and Pyro was really on a charge here then, probably the fastest in the drive, but the wet Q3 certainly helped us there to get pole position because we are, I think, quicker in the wet. And Pyro sets the fast lap there, then he's going to go for it running outside, but we managed to cover it quite well there. This is such a difficult track to overtake at, and you just need to have a perfect run out of the final corner and yeah, hope that you get a good enough run down the pit straight and then have the confidence on the brakes. It's really one of the only places you can overtake here, but still he's right behind us as we go through these flat out kinks of turns 4, 5 and 6. But yeah, there's just nowhere to overtake in this middle part of the lap, so for him he's really just got to stay on the back of us and yeah, see if we can get a good run down the pit straight. As there's a yellow flag off, out, and that's because Psycho Fish is off the track then, and that's a shame for him because he was running well there in 3rd place. And yeah, he will have a bit of a recovery drive to do now then. As we come on to end of lap 5 now then, and Pyro's got a great run in this end. We're going to use our overtake as much of it as we can, and we're just about staying ahead, are we? Pyro's going to try and run it right around the outside here then, and well, we were so close to contact there then, but yeah, we managed to defend the position there. But yeah, he's just unrelenting now then, and I was having to be really careful here about how I use my ERS because you're going to get, obviously you can only charge up so much each lap, and I really had to use as much as I could down this straight to defend every single lap. So he's right running outside then, we're just going to try and defend if we can on the inside. We bang wheels, we've just about done enough on this occasion to stay ahead, it looks like. But yeah, that was certainly the closest he's been so far then. He had a very good run there on the outside, but couldn't hang on to it as we defended the inside line. But he's got a great run here then through turns 5 and 6, and he's going to be side by side with us towards turn 7, but there's just absolutely no chance that you can pass running outside there, and we just about managed to hang on. But yeah, our lead is looking, you know, more and more fragile here then, as yeah, he's certainly got a lot of pace at the moment. As we see a replay of that then, and yeah, it just didn't quite work out for him running outside there then. With the inside line we were always going to have a bit more of the upper hand there, and yeah, he has to concede on that occasion, but still yeah, he's all over the back of us then, and yeah, I don't think there's going to be much chance of us shaking him off, so we're just going to have to keep on doing what we can here then, try and use our ERS as smartly as we can, and hopefully see if we can keep on defending this position then. As we come out then onto the pit straight, and Pyro's got a great run, and he was super close there. We couldn't even properly defend the inside line that time. We give him as much of a squeeze as we can, but he's up the inside this time, and now it's his turn to take that inside line and force us slightly out wide. We're going to try and outbrake him running outside of turn 2, but yeah, there wasn't really much chance there of managing to do that, and he finally then moves up into the lead, and we're going to have to try and stick with him if we can. You see then the replay, it got very tight there down the pit straight, and yeah, as I said, he just had the inside line on that occasion, and that made all the difference there, and he was able to finally take the lead of the Grand Prix. So we're getting on to lap 14. I don't think I did too badly. I mean, I stayed within a couple of seconds of him, but yeah, the gap just wasn't coming back down. So even though my tyres were still in decent condition, I thought we might as well just try and get an undercut if we can, even though I tend to not be that great on hard at the start of the stint. I was thinking that was probably my best chance here then of getting back into this race, and I don't really think I had much to lose by pitting a little bit earlier for my one and only stop in this race. Obviously that weather is not coming in now, so this is going to be it now to the finish line, assuming there's nothing else that happens in this race. And well, that's exactly what happens actually, because Pyro actually had an incident there with a back marker, an AI back marker, and while he was in there, the gap was only 13 seconds. I believe he had a bit of front wing damage, as Gatsuga certainly doesn't do us any favours there at the final corner as we were lapping him. But what has done us a favour though is that Pyro has wing damage, so we are going to retake the lead, and it's once again going to be Pyro hunting us down then, and we'll have to see this time if we can actually defend our position, because yeah, he's going to be charging back through the field then. He's going to still be in second place here, but he's 7 seconds off the lead now, so yeah, he's got quite a bit of work to do then. But well, he's going to have a lot less work to do now then, because the safety car is out, so that's going to bunch everything up again. I believe it was Clutchy who was out of the race there. So yeah, as I say, that's going to bunch everything back up again. And I was thinking at this stage it was probably worth pitting again here then for medium tyres. I had a fresh set. I was thinking it's probably best to go for them here, as we see that it was Clutchy that was out of the race. So yeah, I was thinking my best chance here of, you know, either holding on to first or retaking first would be to go for a fresh set of medium tyres, which should take us to the end from here, especially with us running a few slow laps behind the safety car. Oh well, someone that stays out. I believe he'd actually disconnected, but then he rejoined and pitted afterwards. I think Pyro came in. He also ended up with a drive-through penalty as well, so not quite sure what happened there, but yeah, that set him back again then, and that was obviously once again played it into our hands a bit, as we see there. Oh well, someone pitted, so we retake the lead of the race. But yeah, that certainly makes our life a bit easier then with Pyro having that penalty. But of course we've still got Hood Wrap behind us, Psycho Squish, oh well, someone who interestingly went for the soft tyres there, so we'll have to see if those last the distance. As we now got the safety car restart, I don't think I timed this one particularly well, because yeah, I sort of caught to the safety car there and that to slow down again. But we're back racing then, and we nonetheless managed to still maintain a lead there, so I guess maybe going that bit slower actually broke a bit of the slipstream, so we managed to maintain our lead. But yeah, even though it doesn't make, well, even though it won't be the end of the world if Pyro gets through here, we still don't really want him to do so, because obviously we want to try and halt his progress if we can, because yeah, if he gets through then he can just pull away a bit, like before he serves his penalty, and then that'll obviously give him an advantage later on. So I still didn't really want to, you know, give up this position if I could really help it. But nonetheless, then he doesn't wait too long then to serve his penalty, and then he comes in for his stop. We'll have to see how far back he comes out, but we may have another threat behind us then, because Psycho Squish has come back into this one then. He went off on turn 8 earlier in the race, but he's come right back into it now then with that safety car. And yeah, our tyres are obviously the same. I've done the same number of laps, I should say, and yeah, he's going to be chasing us down now then, as he couldn't quite get close enough on this lap. And what I was doing was just saving as much ERS as I could. If I didn't have to defend, I was not using overtake at all. I was just thinking I need all the overtake I can get if anyone gets close to me, so I'm just not going to use it unless I'm defending. But we see there on lap 31 a bit of a warning there. I took a bit too much curb going through turn 7 and so nearly lost the back end, but thankfully not, because I think I wouldn't have only spun myself out, but I would have probably collected Squish there as well, so that was a good job there that that wasn't any worse. Then on lap 32 we come up to another AI back marker here then, and yeah, parking it right on the apex there, so that wasn't very helpful for us. And yeah, that's going to put Squish right on the back of us then as we head around these final two corners of 13 and 14 then. And this time we're going to have to use some of this battery that we've saved up. And I don't know if it was just because I was doing this or because of some kind of setup difference between the two of them, but yeah, Swish just wasn't gaining on me in the same way that Pyro was, and he managed to defend that one quite comfortably there, which is a bit of a surprise really. So I think there must have been some kind of difference there, because he just didn't seem to have the straight line speed compared to Pyro. But yeah, the good news for us though was that it meant that we were able to defend this position right to the end. We thankfully didn't make any more errors after that one at turn 7 a few laps ago, and this great start to the season continues for us then, as we round the final corner for our first win in the Netherlands, and it's 4 out of 5 at the start of the season. So yeah, we're doing quite well so far then. We're on good form. We've had some good fortune, but I think we've also, you know, not really put many, well, we haven't really put a foot wrong, I don't think. So, you know, you just got to make your own luck, I guess. And yeah, we'll just hope that this good form continues really. Just yeah, just keep on trying to do the best we can, and hopefully yeah, the results will continue to reflect that, I guess. As we see then the top 3, Psycho Squish then recovering to 2nd place then today, Pyro with the fastest lap and got himself back onto the podium there in 3rd place, with someone then in 4th, and Getziger in 5th place. Looking further down, we did not have a teammate once again then today. where I think if I did, then I think they may not have taken the second start. So yeah, it was just us again on our own. Here are the championship standings then, and it's looking very good for us at the moment then. We're 52 points clear, having scored 120 points so far, and it's obviously Psycho Swish then in second place, only on 68. So yeah, as I say, we're looking pretty good at this stage then. The top three actually are the top three in the championship as well then, because Pyro is now up to third, overtaking Manzi, while someone then only joined, I think, at maybe the third round of the season, but has already got himself up to joint fifth in the standings then with Korg. And in the constructors then, we've scored all but 4 points then of what Red Bull have got this season, and that has been enough then to give us a lead in the championship so far in the constructors. Ferrari in second and AlphaTauri in third. So that's it then for this round. It's continuing to go pretty well for us then. Next up we've got the Spanish Grand Prix, so hopefully we'll have another decent result there. We actually did a test race here before the season started, and I got disqualified for accidentally overtaking the safety car, so hopefully that won't happen again, and hopefully I shall see you for that next one. So yep, thanks for watching.